Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'll do unboxing of this Yoto electric mountain bicycle all-terrain. I'm gonna show you how to assemble this bicycle. I'll take you for the speed test on throttle only, also with pedal assist. Some brake test we'll do, see how good the brakes works on this bicycle. Check the suspensions because this is full suspension electric bicycle. Also we'll go to the steep hill to see if this bicycle can climb to the hill on throttle only. And again, don't forget hit like below and subscribe to my channel, and check description if you like this bicycle. There should be some discount code and the link where you can buy it. So let's open up and see how well it's packed. Alright, so far looks like two wheels there. These are really fat tires. I believe they're almost 5 inches fat, and so far looks good. Actually, there was some damage I think on the side, but I think everything should be fine. Just a box. The box should be very strong, so should be no damages to the bike as well. Here's the seat, and only the seat looks amazing so far. Let me show you. It's a pretty comfortable seat, looks like to me. And here's the bike. It comes with a charger, which is 3 amp charger, and it has a fan on the side, which is really cool. I like it. It comes with a manual, on the manual, screw for quick release, for front wheel, wrench, and set of tools. Actually, this is one of the nicest set tools usually sent with a bike, and aluminum pedals, which is pretty good with good traction on it. And tail light, I'm not sure where I'm gonna attach it, if I need it actually. It's on the battery, so it's not integrated, but it's a kind of mountain bike. And if you want to check on the brakes, look how thick the rotors are, and they are like heavy duty brakes, so should be really good. First I'll try to attach the handlebar, so I would have to remove these 4 bolts first with a bracket, so you would need to remove it completely. So I remove 4 bolts from the stem and the bracket. Now I'm gonna attach the handlebar. Now you just bring the handlebar up and reattach. You would reattach with the same bolts you just removed. So I attached this 4 bolts, but I didn't tighten them because I need also untighten this small bolt over here on the display and underneath to move this display a little bit up, and this one needs to be loosened on this side, also on the other side as well. And then I will readjust the position I like once I insert the wheel. And now it's time to attach the wheel. So I will insert the screw later. Now I will bring this fork up, and right over here in the brake there is a protector, plastic one. You remove it and you would insert the wheel. Actually it's pretty fat wheel. But doing my way, it's very easy, as you can see. Now you need to insert the screw. So you would remove one side, okay, remove from one side the spring and insert it. You can insert on any side. There is pretty much, it doesn't matter. I'll insert from this side or another side. I don't know why they say it's important to insert from the side of the brakes, but it doesn't matter. And then you just insert the spring first and the nut. So you would reattach this nut right over here, or you can do on another side, doesn't matter. Like, so it doesn't not really matter which side you're gonna attach, on the left or right. And once you have enough tension from the ball, the nut on the other side, you just close this latch like this, okay? So you will just close like this, and that's it. The light already attached. You just need to tighten this bolt, and the bike almost assembled. So it's time to attach the pedals. It's pretty simple. So you find the letter R on this side and you attach to the right side. On another pedal you find the letter L and you would attach to the left side. I do usually by hand, and then I'll use the wrench. That's it. And you do exactly the same thing on another side. If you do decide to attach this tail light, which should be attached later on for me as well, you would attach right over here on the seat post, actually on the seat itself. You would remove these two screws on the side over here, remove it from both sides, and just insert it over here and retighten with the same screw you just removed, and it should be right behind the seat. And this is a Yotobike Leopard Hunter green color electric bicycle all-terrain. I want to show you how it will look when fully assembled, and I'm 5'11", as you can see. I think this bike is great for taller people. The seat actually good probably for some, like as it comes, good for somebody who is 5'10" and higher. If you're shorter you can still ride it, but you would need to cut the seat a little bit. Post, I think, because this is the lowest it can go. It can go very high like this over here measurement, so it can go very high, and this is the lowest part. So if you cut about 2 inches, so probably will fit somebody who is 5'9", 5'8", most likely. And the suspension, it's really nice. You can see how flexing it is. The front suspension have a 60mm travel, and it's very soft, but it does have adjustment, preload adjustment on the side over here. You can make it a little bit firmer if you need to. Also you have a lock-in, so once you lock in it will not really move. So it has full adjustable suspension, which is really nice for mounting or just any off-road. The 4-bar linkage system has about 25mm travel, and it is working pretty good actually, if you can see. So it should be a really great kind of smooth ride off-road or any terrain as well. It also comes with a CST roly-poly 26 by 4.80 inches tires, which is really nice traction, and it's a really fat tires. It's the first bike I have with this type of fat tires. So all this combination will make ride really smooth and soft. I think it will be great for snow, sand, off-road, or any daily ride. It's basically really smooth like a Cadillac, and also like a tank. Very solid bike. It comes with a nice motor inside. It's truck run, and it's 1000 watt motor, and I believe it's a 1500 peak power motor as well. It does come with nice thumb throttle, very nice vegan leather grips. It comes with nice hydraulic brake system. As you can see, there is oil inside, so you will see if there's still oil. So it's kind of great safety feature as well. The hydraulic brake system, it's 180mm disc brakes, but it's not the simple brakes they have. They have actually kind of upgraded disc, which is about twice as wide than any other brand on any other bicycle I have on my channel. So it's a really solid, nice disc brakes, and very solid calipers, as you can see, by FYY. And it does have one piston, but it's actually about the size, like if you have any bicycle before, it's about double size. So it's give you really good pressure, and it will brake really good actually. So it's a very important for powerful bicycle like this to have. Also it comes with special button over here underneath. So when you start the bike, you press the power button over here, and over here you'll find the button underneath. It's a motor cutoff. So what it does, it's safety feature. So before you start to ride, you need to press the button, so it will let the power go to the motor, and then you can thumb throttle. Otherwise, the bike will not move. So this is a special button to press, and as you can see, the motor is on, supposed to be, but it's not moving. And when I press it, now it can move. And look how fast it can go without load. 30.5 miles per hour about. The display also very nice. It's very clear on the sun and dark. You will see how much battery over here in voltage and the bar. It might be hard to see right here. And then you will see mileage, the speed you're going on. On the left side, you will see line going up, like mileage moving. And because I'm going right now without load, there basically no watt power going. So once you start to ride, you'll see the watt power going up as well over here. Then you'll see how much miles you rode, the trip mileage, and pedal assist levels. And it's easy to switch, just going up, and the pedal assist will change. And it has 5 level of pedal assist. It's easy settings. You press on the settings and you change speed, brightness, and many other settings. So it's very nice setup. It does have enough wire on the front to lift it up if you need to, because you can replace this steam if you need to get it's a more aggressive style, actually, I noticed. So if you want like more relaxed cruising style, you can get adjustable steam on Amazon most likely, and replace it. Should be simple, very easy, with only a few hex key you would need, and lift it up. It does have enough space to go up at least 5 inches most likely, because they give you enough cables outside. It does come with nice headlight, like dual headlight, as you can see, and some reflector underneath. If you need fenders, you can buy on the website as well. It does come with a rear light, battery operated, but I never installed it yet. I might install, but I don't really need it, because I'm gonna try to ride it mostly off-road. And over here, it's a huge battery, which is 48 by 20 amp. It's about 960 watt hours. And right over here should be some controller hidden inside. And it's very great management as cable. Everything hidden inside this box. So if you're going off-road, this little damage can be happen to any wire around. So it's very nice design and good cable management inside as well. You can simply remove the battery right here with a key. It comes with 2 keys in the box. It comes with 7 Shimano shifter and Shimano derailleur tourney and Shimano cassette. So it has nice branded, it's not the top of the line, but it will do the great job. It's a great bicycle itself, very good price, with a very wide handlebar, as you can see. So it's really made really good, and it also comes with a really large seat. The seat is comfortable, and you don't really need to buy anything extra. Like sometimes you buy a bicycle and when you have to add new seat and do something else to it. This bicycle right out of the box, ready to ride comfortably and enjoy. Alright, so I'm going to do the speed test, climb test to the hill, also some braking test, and just share experience on this bike. Later on in the next video, most likely we'll take it off-road. So right now I'm on the track to do the speed test on throttle only, actually. Let's go. And I have 53 watt battery right now. So it's a 17, 18, 19, 20, 23 on GPS, 22 on display, 25 on GPS, 23 or 25 on display, 28 on GPS, 29 on GPS, 27 and a half on display, 28. Okay, a little bit discrepancy on display, show 28 miles, while on GPS showed 30. Okay, so it made 30 on GPS, 28 on display. What does it mean? It means that the bike actually went 30 miles an hour, at least solid 30 miles an hour, because for some reason I think its diameter of the wheel is incorrectly set. So I would go to settings and change diameter, a little bit larger wheels make it, so it will be more accurate. But based on my GPS, very solid 30 miles an hour, but actually from all the experience, I think it's 32. But 30, it's very solid, and it could probably go even faster because display show offload, like without load, about 38 miles an hour. So if you're lighter than me, 215 pounds, I am waiting right now. And if you're lighter, you might go even faster than 30, probably 32, 33. So now I'm gonna go with a throttle, not throttle, I'm gonna do the with pedal assist. And as you can see, the display, if you don't touch it for a little bit, it will start to turn off. So let's change it. So let's go for pedal assist test. I'm gonna switch to level 5 actually, and drop to gear number 7 and see how fast I can pedal it. It's 20 on GPS, 24 on GPS, 25, display 24, 27, 28 on 29, 30, 41, and then I'll brake here. Wow, the brakes actually really good. So I made about 31, but I think I could go more because there was not really feeling. Let's go further. There was no feeling like any gas pedaling. Sometimes when you're going on other bicycles with faster speed, you can feel like gas pedaling. So on this bike, 31 miles an hour, and I could probably, if it was a longer road, go much faster, maybe 32, 33 miles an hour, based on GPS. And GPS usually 2 miles behind. So if I keep 31, I would say 33 usually. So very solid 31 miles for sure. So it's a very powerful and fast bike, and pedaling very comfortably. I'm on gear number 4 right now. I'm gonna go to the gear number 3 and try to pedal without any power. But now let me slow down and we'll go without power. So gear number 2, and I didn't actually did any adjustment to the shifting, so I think I need to adjust derailleur. And about 8 miles an hour, it's not bad. 9 miles an hour now, so it's good. It's harder to pedal usually. Well, 10 miles an hour, it's actually very good with these fat tires, and I don't see any much difference than any fat tire bike. So if you ever rode regular fat tire bikes without motor, it should be about the same. Even this bike weighed 86 pounds, I believe. I weighted, yeah, it was like 86, and it's not bad actually with almost 5 inches tires. I'm gonna turn on the power assist, and I did switch settings to the high speed. I put like 99, so it means unlimited. When it comes, it's already set to, I believe, limited, like 25 miles an hour or something. So you would need to go settings and change it if you want to. You don't have to, but because I did the change to the settings, the pedal assist speed will be different than normal. So that's why I will not test it first, second and fourth and fifth speed, because it will be much higher usually, because I changed this speed already. But usually they about like interval about 7 miles it starts and so on. So it all depends how settings you're gonna set it up later. And now I'm gonna do the braking test, but I already actually did it. Brake very good, but I'll go, let's say 25 miles maybe, and then I'll brake Okay, brake now. Okay, so about like 15 meters most likely, which is not bad at all. And what I'm looking actually not the distance, the braking, because it will vary every time you brake. It's all way based on the way you put PSI, but I'm looking on the if the brakes can stop the wheel, like basically locking in. So if you can hear the wheel lock in, then the brakes is good. So basically some brakes so bad that you can press it and it will never stop the wheel. And I believe I'm on the lowest position of the seat right now, which is okay, but I would not say if you're shorter you would probably need to cut the tube. You would need to trim this seat post a little bit, because the way it's made, the frame would not allow to lower the seat much low, which is kind of cool for taller people, but if you're shorter, but it's very easy to do with tube cutter. It takes only like 30 seconds to cut this tube, but the seat actually really comfortable. Rear suspension, it's actually really nice, very soft, as you can see most likely right now. It's really soft and give you really good support, like soft. You can jump off the curb, you will not even feel it. It's really good. Actually, I'm impressed. It's not really like expensive like suspension or anything. It's just basic one, but it does the job really good. So the bike is really solid and well worth the money. And the front works really good as well. So it's a pretty good setup on this bicycle. And I tested actually just recently 2 different full suspension bikes, very similar, like Cycle I believe, and some other brands. And I was not really impressed with them as a quality and the way softness, but on this bike I feel like it's really good, solid, and it's more powerful. You can feel the torque and the brakes, not just basic hydraulic brakes like most company like set up like brand did one. They're still good, the stopping power is still good, but let's go uphill, test the steep, and then I'll try to test the brakes as well downhill and see how they do, because I feel like this brake should be really good performance. They're really thick and have like see-through oil, which is great. So it's a kind of like the brand is not as famous most likely. I never heard, like I heard it from another bike I have on cargo, and I like it, but most bicycle like in this kind of category does not come like these brakes. Usually it's like different, like just basic hydraulic brakes, like I would say 180 millimeters, but thinner, without see-through oil. And I only saw this type of see-through oil on the Expo on some like more expensive bicycle, which is high speed. So they're good like for high speed, for that's why it's great to have it on this bike. It's very fast for this type of bicycle and also powerful. So you need a good braking system. And now I'm gonna go for another about 3 miles ride, 2.5 about, to uphill, very steep hill. I believe like 7 grade or some. It's a very steep hill. I did testing before, many bikes on it. So I want to see how fast it'll go uphill on that, because some bicycle can't even make it up. With this bike you have options to go unlimited speed, basically whatever motor allow you. And not only that, it's not the thumb throttle not attached to the pedal assist. I'll explain you what it means. Many bicycles right now, I notice what they do is that so I attach the throttle. It doesn't matter if it's a thumb throttle or half throttle or full throttle. They do attach throttle to pedal assist. So if your pedal assist level 1, it will only go to the speed of pedal assist 1. If it's 2, it will go up to the 2. So in order to go to the top speed, you would have to be on the pedal assist level 5. With Yotobike it's going all the way up to the top speed, so it's very helpful when you need some speed up quickly on throttle only. You don't have to change pedal assist level, so it's kind of really good. I like it. Not every bike right now comes with this feature, and also not every bike allow you to go on top throttle up to the 28 miles an hour. Many bikes are limited to 20, so you can pedal it to 28. This bike easy get 30 and easily 31 with pedal assist, but I think I can go easily 34 miles an hour, 33 with pedal assist. I just need a longer road to pedal it. I'm very close to the hill right now, and it's pretty steep hill, so I'll try throttle only on the hill. I'll stop and then I'll go from the stop all the way up. It's a pretty long hill. I'm not sure how long it is, but I have many bikes tested over here, and not every bike would make it. So I'm gonna stop here and then go and see how steep it will go, how fast it will go actually. It's 10, 11 on throttle only, 18 miles an hour. I'll go with GPS 15, 12, 10, 9, 8. It's still going 7. So it's going like 7 miles an hour. Looks like it's pulling, but not that much power. And maybe just settings need to change. But so far it's about 6 miles on GPS. It's still pulling up. Actually, I expect much better performance, honestly. It's still pulling up 7 miles an hour. I'm going with GPS speed because it's more accurate to me. At least 6 miles. The motor actually not as loud, just normal, so I don't think it's use a full power. Most likely the controller, make sure it's not overheat, because I did have some controller burnout over here. So it did made it uphill. As you can see, it's made it with a speed of 6 miles an hour, which is actually not that fast. I would say I expect much higher. I thought it's going to be like 10 miles an hour. That's usually what I'm getting with 1000-watt motor, but that's still good that it's made it. Most bike would not make it all over here. And now I'm gonna do the braking test. So I'll just go probably about 30 miles, maybe more, and see how it will brake. It may reach much higher speed, but I don't want to on this bike for the first time. 28 miles. So we'll brake over here, 1, 2, 3. So about 20 meters braking. Very quickly actually. It was 30 miles, almost 30 miles. And it takes about 20 meters to brake because it's heavy bike and I'm heavy. But again, I'm just looking if it can stop the wheel, because that's very important. Most bike with mechanical brakes, sometimes they cannot even lock in the wheel, so basically the wheel still spin. That's a problem. But to measure the length, it's not important because everybody will get different results. So some YouTubers will do measurement, which is pointless because it will affect on the weather, different. So it's really vary. So the bike performed not bad at all. Since it's a mountain bike, I expect to pedal it most of the time in the mountains for workout as well. But if you need also the powerful bike, it's also as great. I like this bike and I like the quality. Everything on the bike is very solid. Starting from the tires, which is almost 5-inch wide, and the motor is good as well. It's not as loud, but it's pretty powerful and it's fast. And I have the same motor on my other bike, so I'm pretty confident in the quality of this motor. Almost 100 miles with no issue so far, and the front suspension works very nice. I have the feeling they're hydraulic front fork suspension and spring the rear suspension. So far so good. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.